Got up early this morning to finish making an apron for my husband for Father's Day. I've had this fabric for 6 months. I meant to be a Christmas present, but it's going to be part of his Father's Day gift. It's this black and white ticking that I got at Hobby Lobby. He currently has a black and white striped one, and he's had it since we were married, and it's just fallen to pieces. So I'm going to refresh his apron. There it is, all finished up. Hopefully it's nice and big enough for him. And then I got inspired by making the straps to make some more straps out of an old tablecloth I have. Actually, they're not going to be straps. They're going to be sort of like ribbons. And then I also really quickly made some little sachets that I filled with some dried lavender because I got inspired to organize my sheets for the summer. These were really simple. I just used pinking shears to cut squares out of a scrap of fabric, and then I just sewed around the edges, but I left the pinking shear part out, so it's kind of zigzaggy. I keep sheets in these 2 dressers out in my hallway, among other places, and it's summer, and I'm switching our bed over to summer linens, and I thought this would be a great time to just reorganize all of this for the master suite for my husband and I. I'm kind of confused about what I have, and so I'm going to try to put everything into sets, or at least a couple of sets that we'll be using for the summer, and that'll be a start to organizing everything anyway. I inherited a lot of sheets from my great aunt and my mother-in-law recently, and they're really nice, but now I have this like abundance of sheets, which is great. We're going to use a lot of them, and I might use more for curtains or the back of curtains, so it's really great, but I need to sort of take stock, and starting with what are we going to put on our bed this summer. I've made some ribbon, some ties out of an old tablecloth, and I was making an apron for my husband for Father's Day, and I thought, oh, I could make some of these ties and we could tie together the sheet sets. And then I just took some other scraps and quick made these little lavender sachets. So I'm planning to tie them together in sets with a little sachet tucked in. And then also from my great aunt, I got this drawer liner paper. I think it's so pretty. She never used it, but I'm gonna use it. So I'm planning to line the drawers with this. First thing I have to do is wipe off these surfaces that have gotten a little dusty. This doubles as a pencil sharpening station for my kids, and my gosh, I don't know what they put in that pencil sharpener. It was in pristine condition before this school year, and then we had the bright idea to put the pencil sharpener on here, and now it's just, I'm just gonna have to slap a quick coat of paint and wax over the top. Such is life, I guess, but it's clean enough to put my sheets on it to fold, and I'm not gonna get pencil marks, I think. Okay, so here is my first drawer. I think I'll just go ahead and line it with the paper first. I'm not sure if it's gonna be the right size exactly. Maybe we'll get lucky. It seems like the kind of really like a sweet animal scene like you would have in a child's room. But I'm in love with the colors. Okay, just set that in there. Yeah, that's great. It fits, widthwise, it's pretty much exactly the width of my drawer, and I just folded it a little under here. So I'm glad that'll be protecting my sheets a little bit. And now let's fold some sheet sets. Oh, I'm gonna have a cup of coffee first, or at least a sip. I'm sort of constantly, coffee is my constant companion, it seems. I'm trying to break the habit of carrying a cup around the house and having to reheat it for 30 seconds throughout the day and just sit and drink my coffee. But today I was just really excited. I have a lot of energy, and I was doing a lot of projects this morning already, and so I've just been running. And anyway, I'm gonna stop now. Grab a cup of coffee, we can have one together. I'm really excited about these. This was a a Williams-Sonoma tablecloth that my husband gave me, and I loved it so much, and I wore it out. I mean, I just wore it into holes, and then I still love the pattern so much that I've kept the material to use as scraps, and it's quite faded, but for making these ties, it was perfect. An Alsatian French pattern. It said it was their Alsatian pattern from Williams-Sonoma, and so I really like how it looks with this cobalt blue. I love this fabric. I have a lot of it throughout my house. I got it at Walmart a couple years ago, and I got a lot of it because I absolutely loved it. It makes me think very much of French block print. So I have curtains in my kitchen. I just made a lampshade out of it, and I'm just finding places to add it all throughout the house. I made curtain tiebacks for my girls' room. I'll show you that too. Let's fold these. Well, I really like having them all tied together like a present. I love the blue and the purples and reds together. Now I'm going to take this set and go in my bedroom and tidy up a little bit and actually make the bed for summer. I love making hospital corners. I've got these really light pink pillowcases, and then this beautiful, I got this last year at a thrift store, this set, the whole thing was like $5, and it's this beautiful, beautiful soft linen. I love blue stripes in a bedroom, and I'm just fussing here to see the best way to prop these up. I just love this set for summer. It's the perfect weight for these hot Kentucky summers. But this year we're having an unseasonably mild June. It's glorious. So I've also added this duvet. I've got this baby blue comforter cover or duvet cover for it. And then I'm also going to add this quilt that my great grandmother made. So, because we just need a little bit extra right now still. Since we're having this wonderful, unseasonably cold weather, I added this quilt that my great grandmother made. It's actually got baskets and flowers on the other side, but I just folded it inside out in thirds, and that way we can pull it up at night for extra warmth. I love the sweet little embroidery on the edges of these sheets. And by the way, I do not iron my sheets. I'm just going to go with the shabby chic rumpled look. They certainly could be ironed for a crisper look, but I do love how this red embroidered flower here is picking up the red in the quilt, and then the light pink pillowcases are kind of picking up on that red in the flowers on my sheets and also on the quilt. Red is my favorite color, but I actually love blue for sleeping, and so just a little bit of it is plenty. I love the blue linen stripe light blanket and this great duvet, which I'll probably be removing those too sooner than I would like, but I love that for now we need them in mid-June in Kentucky. I need to take my winter coat to the dry cleaners for the season, but I thought I'd steam it first just to kind of check it out and maybe scrub a few spots. Didn't do much, but definitely need to take it to the cleaners. I am getting ready to paint the trim and the walls in our bathroom. This has been the slowest moving project, and it's all tiled, and now I just need to clean up the grout, the excess grout a little bit, and prep it for painting. So I'm mixing 50-50 vinegar and water in a glass jar, and then I'm going to add a couple drops of essential oils. I find this is a really handy mix for getting grout off of the trim and the tile as well. It does a really good job, and it's nice and mild, so it's a great little mix. And I'm just gonna work on the tile and the walls for a while. I've got some rosemary and some mandarin orange essential oil, which I'm just adding because I like the smell, and I don't really like the smell of vinegar. I don't know if they have any cleaning properties or not. I added about 15 drops of the rosemary and just about 5 of the mandarin orange because it's really, really strong. I've got a soft plastic bristle brush, and I spray that on, and it really just dissolves, and then I'm just wiping it away with a cloth. I want to get those lines looking nice and crispy. We are planning to paint the top of the bathroom and the ceiling in milk paint, and I'm really excited about how it's going to look. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. Please subscribe to my channel for more content about getting European country style in your home. I love these topics so much. Thanks for hanging out with me today. Bye-bye.